Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review slash look at how this lens, the NIKKOR 35mm f/1.8G lens works, and like show you a few pictures and stuff like that, because when I was looking online to look at reviews of what this lens looked like and things, I didn't really find too many helpful videos showing like what the pictures look like, how like what the depth of field looks like, and just to see how it looked in videos and also in photos. So as you can see, this lens gives a pretty good depth of field, which is what I wanted this lens to do. As you can see, the background is pretty blurry behind me, which is the whole idea of why me buy this lens. So the price of the lens is pretty reasonable and pretty cheap for a low-end lens. It is one of the cheapest lenses you can buy for a Nikon camera. I know if you buy a 35mm lens, millimeter lens, not milliliter, for a Canon it is cheaper, but I have a Nikon D3100 which the 35mm lens sits perfectly fine in, and it was £148 from John Lewis, which if you buy from John Lewis you can get a 2-year guarantee, which is great, and I don't think that covers it if you drop it, and I nearly just dropped my camera, so that was good and I hurt myself. So the one downside to the lens that I have found is that what I was looking for in a lens was if I wanted to take pictures of me like full length me from like head to toe picture, it's not that blurry in the background, and that was something that I was kind of looking for, but that wasn't too important, but that's just something to bear in mind. The lens is good at using a depth of field at this kind of frame, like when it's just like a portrait of your face rather than a whole body, because then it is okay. I'm going to put clips in now to show you what it does look like full body, and like some pictures of what the actual lens looks like close up, because it's on my actual camera right now so I can't tell you or show you even, and I'll show you a few pictures that I've taken with the lens in different places, like far away and close up. So yes, so what I wanted to do here is that I'm using my 18 to 55mm lens, which comes standard with most of DSLR cameras, and it came standard with my D3100. I'm doing this as a comparison, like so you can see the different depths of field, and I'm sitting the same distance from the camera that I was sitting when I was using the 35mm lens, and as you can see I'm on the like different settings, so it is the furthest zoomed out that it can be, whereas the 35 can't zoom out at all. It's just standard, just stops at 35. That's why it's 35, not 18 to 55. I've now zoomed it into the 35 setting, and you should be able to see that this is what it looks like at this depth of field with this standard lens versus the lens on that camera. So I would recommend this if you are an amateur photographer like me. I'm very amateur, hello. I would say that if you do put an 18 to 55mm lens on the 35 setting, you can get the same result as a 35mm lens. So in that respect, it isn't worth buying, to be honest, and don't waste £148 buying on it. But if you want to take pictures and video, it is a lot easier to like focus on stuff in a way. With the 18 to 55mm lens, it is like, it doesn't give the same depth of field if you're taking a further away picture, whereas the 35mm lens it does. If you're like really into photography, you'll probably think those are rubbish pictures and you can do a lot better. Then please comment down below giving me any advice about how to use this lens to its more full potential. That would be grand. So I hope this video was good and helpful. This was the second time I filmed it because it was out of focus the first time, which is a downside to my actual camera, not the lens, because I don't have a flip screen so I can't see what I'm doing. So yeah, I hope you guys are well. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments, queries or concerns about the lens or anything down below, and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability, but I am not a professional photographer. I'm not a professional photographer by any shapes of the imagination. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!